Be the first to know. Breaking news as soon as it happens. 680 News.
Extended forecast, mainly cloudy tonight, 2 degrees. Overnight, cloudy with a risk of freezing drizzle. Tomorrow, cloudy with early morning freezing drizzle, especially for the eastern GTA. Then partly cloudy with light winds. Thursday, cloudy with rain. Chance of late day rakes for the northern GTA. Very gusty winds. So tomorrow, we're looking at a range of about 1 degree in the morning, -2 at times, and then 10 degrees in the afternoon. It's 5:30.
Toronto's #1 for breaking news, traffic, and weather. This is 680 News.
Good afternoon. This is Tuesday, the 16th of March. I'm Soljana Tominzik.
And I'm Jim Monroe. Here's what you need to know.
Ontario's COVID-19 science advisory table says we're now in the third wave, fueled by the more transmissible variants of concern.
The City of Toronto prepares to open 3 mass vaccination clinics tomorrow for seniors with confirmed appointments.
A 48-year-old Oshawa man is found guilty of the first-degree murder of an 8-year-old pregnant woman and guilty of the manslaughter of a 19-year-old woman.
A very productive birthday for Vladimir Guerrero Jr., a single, 2 doubles, and a triple. Jays beat Philadelphia 14-5. We'll talk some Leafs as well. Sports at 45.
TSX snaps a 7-day win streak. It falls 80 points. Plus, is their hope for Le Chateau. We got the latest on the legendary clothing retailer that's in bankruptcy protection and business in 50 seconds.
680 News Time, 5:31.
Traffic and weather together on the one brought to you by Audi Oakville from Chopper 680. Here's Jordan Kerr.
A new issue on the westbound 401 approaching Kipling, west of Islington. The right lane is blocked off all because of a crash that's jamming up from the 400 Express and from Weston in the Collectors. It was already heavy through here, but that delay is getting worse now because of the new crash. Westbound 401 after that is slow from west of here, Ontario Express, Mavis Collectors, to approaching Mississauga Road. On the eastbound 401, it's slow through Mississauga Road from the 427 to the 400, then from the Allen to Leslie, alternately Express and Collectors. Then delays from the DVP to Victoria Park and the Express to Kennedy and the Collectors, and from Weston to east to Salem, and from east of the 412 to approaching Stevenson. From the 680 Traffic Center, here's Zach Boat to Steve.
And just having a look at the drive out of downtown right now, northbound DVP slow from Bayview Road to north of Lawrence, so things are getting better. Southbound 404, though, still a heavy drive from Finch down to the 401 ramps. Jordan mentioned the 401 delays both ways already. Westbound Gardner, westbound QEW, things are busy approaching Spadina to west of Strawn and Burloak to west of Guelph line. And I'm also starting to look at delays build on the West 403 from approaching Eglinton and the Collectors to west of Huron, Ontario. The Spring into Audi event is on at Audi Oakville. Finance rates from 1.9% or cash incentives up to $7,000 on select 2021s. Visit AudiOakville.com for details. With the forecast, Natasha Ramsahide.
All right, you don't need any umbrellas or anything for tomorrow anyway. Partly cloudy and 10 degrees. Just watching after midnight tonight, though, with this cloud cover, could get into just a slight risk of freezing drizzle out through the northeast ends of the city.
Cloud to keep us warm. That's what you
It could
told
be
me.
slick in the morning. We'll wake up to 0 degrees here in the city. Overnight tonight, down to a low of 0. It's currently 10 degrees. Or sorry, it's not currently 10. It is currently 1 degree at Pearson.
Oh,
That's the
that's a
680
huge
News.
difference. Oh,
We are learning today variants of concern have now taken over the estimated majority of new COVID-19 cases in this province.
680's Michelle Mackey joins us live to begin our coverage. Michelle.
James, Ontario's COVID-19 science
Brazil
advisory
just had
table
20
is the
some odd
latest to
hundred
declare a third
deaths
wave
and
after new
75,000
data
new
estimates
cases.
more transmissible variants of concern now make up 53% of daily cases. Different perspective from provincial health officials who won't call it just yet. Well, Dr. Kareem Kurji, York Region's medical officer of health, says we're definitely not in a third wave.
The main driver for increasing of the cases will be international cases, and currently with the measures at the airports, we no longer have that major drive pushing cases upwards.
As for variants, he says most of York's cases are in younger people, and he expects there will not be explosive growth, but that's not what the science table's data indicates. It puts the effective reproductive number, or the average number of additional infections caused by one case, at 1.38. Anything above 1 indicates exponential growth. It comes as Ontario reports 1,074 new cases of COVID-19 with a positivity rate of 4.5%.
Why can't you do the
highest
report?
in 6 weeks.
Because it's
Reporting
funny to
live,
listen
I'm
to.
Michelle Mackey.
3 mass vaccination centers open up tomorrow in Toronto. Sioux City's Phil Martino tells us today they got a visit from a couple of VIPs. She joins us live now. Phil.
So, Jenna, Mayor John Tory toured the mass immunization clinic that will open tomorrow at the Toronto Congress Centre in Etobicoke. This to vaccinate those 80 and older for now.
But I would urge everybody to explore getting vaccinated. If you have any need for any information, we have lots of it available to people so that they'll be comfortable doing what everybody should do for themselves and for the sake of their family, their co-workers, their friends, which is to get vaccinated. This is a very important thing to help us wrestle COVID-19 to the ground for once and for all.
Clinics will also open tomorrow at Scarborough Town Centre and Metro Toronto Convention
word
Centre.
mass.
Chief Matthew,
They want to say mandatory.
Toronto's emergency response says they are fully booked for opening day.
These are people that believe I need to get the vaccine so they don't get sick.
What we call
You get the vaccine, then stupid.
450 appointments per day.
These mass vaccination
So
sites will operate from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week. Phil Martino, 680 News.
So the AstraZeneca vaccine has been deemed safe for seniors by the National Advisory.
Who taught you to cut the beat like that?
Voor de verwarming, te veel stress door al die rekeningen waar dat ik op achterloop, niks te verdienen. Binnen in de schimmelwijk, België is te duur geworden. Alles wordt verwaarloosd, corrupte flieken, magistraten, politiekers, marginalen. Allemaal de schok van het monetaire systeem. Kreml die praktijken, stijgende stroomvoorzieningsprijs. Er valt hier niks te rapen, zolang je de lieten niet...
I hope you have your offerings close, bundled tight, and in plain sight.
Yes.
As I tell you about the
Bun it up.
Podium hip. Dang, son, I got it reloaded like a gun. Taunt him just for fun. They wanna see me with my hands out begging for funds. They ain't gonna see that shit cause I really make runs. They saying that they gotta get the job done. And when my crew come, they ain't gonna say no more in the slum. They gonna be deceased from head to toe. They ain't gonna breathe no more. Ain't gonna see no tree. Ain't no more paradise down here. It's only hell or up. You won't get a chance no more down here. I ain't showing no fear. I gotta ride for my other side, and they gotta ride for me, cause they gotta say that they'll die for me. They gotta shine for me. If I shine on my own, then fuck, they won't lie for me. They won't lie for me. They won't die for me. I'm in this, but haters ain't gonna shine with me. They ain't shining with me because I put them all in the past. I told all these haters cut them off and all to kiss my ass. Haters don't love it, I ball just like Nash, saying that they want a ball, throwing bins in the trash. I'ma hit it up like fucking haters. I gotta see it later, like fucking adding up my stacks with the calculator, saying that they wanna brave something just like braver. I'ma be braver than you, probably be the first heartbreaker. I never broken hearts before, but I just might take you. Shit, boy, I gotta remix this shit like a bitch gotta read this.
You know that random black guy, ain't no fucking battle rapper, ain't no fucking good rapper, it's just the trash, bro, you're just the trash, bro, man, what I said, yeah, you know that random black guy, ain't no fucking battle rapper, ain't no fucking good rapper,
It's the Tin Pan Parade.
Fly niggas since kindergarten, liars. Shoe stupid, kicks been retarded. I make the coat black when I'm in the market. I make the price drop like I'm in the target. I'm like a holy prophet trying to make a profit. Rough rider, legendary prospect. I ain't where I'm yet. Shout out my gunman, friend, yo. 10-4-5s in my extender. 2 extra clips for the extra shit. And each whole 7, you getting blessed with it. Yeah, I got so much beef, my ex was stressed with it. Why? It was eye for an eye. Old Testament word. Bottom of wells, my heart wells. Treating these waters like shark tails. Word. My homie got lashed, was on bail. I had waved the shit. Got tobacco with full bail. The rats used to sit me on range and go tell. Catch him at court, stopping with Jordans like Montel. Swear to God, I would never pray to Jesus. For the extras, I'ma skip the people. Every day I pay for new AKs. That's Pablo. Every day I pay for new AKs. El Chapo. Every day I pay for new AKs. That's Pablo. Every day I pay for new AKs. El Chapo. Every day I pay for new AKs. That's Pablo. Every day I pay for new AKs. El Chapo. Every day I pay for new AKs. That's Pablo. Every day I pay for new AKs. Look,
the hottest kid in the kitchen, I've been nice. Stop till you double crossing me, think twice. Gold chains, gold in my mouth, case full of ammunition. Cocaine on my nosebleed, that's a Kathy Griffin. Bullets light up the night sky and they blame me, boy. Magnums in the back of the whip, they call me baby boy. My ATL sending your section 80, boy. The fuck do you think the mafia pay me for? Young, rich, and handsome, bullets like an anthem. When they started singing, everybody put their hands up.
Somebody put "Stay Ugly" up on one of the walls.
Dark boy, how many hoes can I fit inside you? Scratched up with lines around them like the kids of vinyl. Put up with the Mac and fried them like the seats of drive through. Angels will find you, but I would never pray to Jesus. For the extras, I'ma scrape the beakers.
every day I pay for new AKs. That's Pablo. Every day I pay for new AKs. El Chapo. Every day I pay for new AKs. That's Pablo. Every day I pay for new AKs. El Chapo. Every day I pay for new AKs. That's Pablo. Every day I pay for new AKs. El Chapo. Every day I pay for new AKs. That's Pablo. Every day I pay for new AKs.
Nasty. Yo. He shot up him and DJ.
You already know, fresh to death at the outfit.
John Gotti, CTM Music Group, baby. Woo! Pow! Yeah, we're trying to get the paper, I'm just trying to get rich. We do it for the big face, dead presidents. I got a Lamborghini dream, still got Mercedes Benz. And yeah, I'm about, but I'm looking for a lick. You gotta get it, how you live a life is like this. And yes, I need 36, a whole fucking brick. Rolling through the city, got a Louis Loafs on. And I got these motherfuckers, yeah, I get my smoke on. Cheech, strong, bust out the bomb. Smoking all day, flipping bricks by the yard. And you can try to do it, don't quit your day job. The streets just gonna make the times real hard. That's why I got all these tattooed scars. Chilling in the titty bars, rolling in the fancy cars, sweating out the superstar. Yeah, I look like a model, B-I-O-R. Money in the rubber band, stack it till your cap parts. Yeah, I got the trade palace, got a real loud part. I do my dirt in the dirt, fucking through the front day. I got some inventories, AKs, SKs, long range, short range, red state, no brain. Who am I kidding, motherfucking crime pays? Yeah, we're trying to get the paper, I'm just trying to get rich. We do it with the big face, dead presidents. I got a Lamborghini dream, still got Mercedes Benz. And yes, I'm a boss, but I'm looking for a lick. We gotta get it, how you live when life is like this. And yes, I need 36, a whole fucking brick.
total clean program.
Get it. We've been gone since like July. I ain't want no problems, really try. You niggas play the part. Push the start. In Jamaica, auntie push the cart. Break it down. Whipping poppers since Rihanna told us take it down. Your baby mama love my niggas. Swear to God she fucking with us. Swear to God it's nothing with us. These bitches block me, then they follow back. Even Gwen Stefani had a holler back. We been flashy since the started cat. Pull up in that Dodge Charger black. Pull up, let me switch the floor a bit. I wonder if these niggas notice it. I'm a gangster, they call Dre Bar. My whip a race car. The tech been bad and bullshit, them bullets take off. This beer big bags of bread we getting to make off. And shit cops, I'm Nicolas Cage, and that's in face off. A reef and ghost rider, the motorcycle on fire, shoot your face off. Press to make it sound like it's a paintball. You know me, the glisten it was time to Shaka Khan. And my homies Draco had more bananas and Donkey Kong. Break it down. This ain't a Lambo, it's a Honda. Let's get it. This ain't a Lambo, it's a Honda. Let's get it.
Got the semi on me like a nigga that be rockin' Chuck Taylor. And the cocaine, they got come back, I call it cut razor. Really got me on a buck state, I gotta stay low, I can't trust neighbors. Me, I got weeded and bad bitches, don't forget money, nigga, what's greater? I got probably like 100 flows, so I'm different, I don't got one flavor. I be shooting what you running for, got a gun on you, so you much greater. All I know is tying niggas up, if you running their crib, got a duct tape them. Shoot a nigga in his stomach if I ever feel he about to write one statement. Pussy boy better stay low, I got a halo for any break, so. Money bags as I make dough from that yayo, I got pesos. Bill a bitch, I let her make hoes. Mic drip, turn rain snow. Yo drip is like no drip, I got an old clip for that cane folk. Tell you bitches what I came for. Fresh, I'm hopping out the Range Rover. Got them name hoes trying to call me back for that dick, but they don't get no name though.
Let these niggas know what I came for, but my niggas stay duck at the plain clothes. Niggas change clothes in the Range Rover. But you up, you need a raincoat, not a gang though. When they carry weight like a Lambo, in the Durango. When they can't go, then the source go, but for the bando. When we had the pearl on the handle, I got your bitch doing that yoga flame like that seem. Like you know me, you see more chest than the lacrosse seem. Like I ain't no wonder how they lost me. They couldn't watch me going high speed in the pitch that without a high beam. Put the bitch fresh like Jai. Just start busting it like you was right.
I keep it 100, I swear that they feeling my niggas are drumming. If I put a price in their head, I'm still gunning. I fuck with a bitch and I never will love it. They bluffing, they doing this shit for the public. I shoot at your stomach and take all your budget. My thuggin' is out of this world like a shuttle. I probably go run in your crib if I wanted. I kill my opponents. I feel like I'm holding my slogan is killing my pop in the moment. I do what I want when I want. But I hope to get paid to be fucking the focus. If they got that money, I'm keeping it loaded.
People myself up ever so swear.
This ain't a Lambo, it's a Honda. Let's get it. This ain't a Lambo, it's a Honda. Let's get it.
Welcome to Big Mo Matters, a pod.
Notice the smell. He says, given the slide here at 295 Cedar Street, you don't really know what to make of it. It's hard to discern the difference between normal and what's not normal.
So the odd part is they must have smelled for a while. Oh yeah, the rental.
In February, average benchmark home prices jumped 3.3% according to the Canadian Real Estate Association, which is the largest monthly increase on record. The number of sales rose by 6.6% to also an all-time high. Historically low mortgage rates have combined with increased demand for larger living spaces, the work-from-home environment, to push Canada's housing market to these fresh heights over the past year. The benchmark home price index is up 17% over 12 months. At the Business Center, I'm Mike Apple.
In 60 seconds, traffic and weather together.
Rental prices in Riverdale are down 29% since last year. And on Danforth East, 24%.
Is Bradford's most successful new
I
home
believe
community,
this.
and it's
I didn't need my life being dictated. Some say it's the choices you make, and then you seal your fate. Either you're dead, one in the head, or in jail you face. Reflection and regret in your course of fucking action. Tread off sin.
Nigga like me, man, I'm not a game.
You think that would be in the business? The rental stuff would have been categorized as real.
I'm just chilling with my boys and I can hit it so whoop, so whoop, so whoop. I'm just chilling with my boys and I can hit it so whoop, so whoop, so whoop. I'm just chilling with my boys and I can hit it so whoop, so whoop, so whoop. I'm just chilling with my boys and I can hit it so whoop, so whoop, so whoop.
Coming down from Steeles up to Beauvair. For all your personal and corporate tax accounting needs, call Mark Feldstein and Associates, Chartered Professional Accountants. Visit markfeldstein.ca, markfeldstein.ca. With the forecast, here's Natasha Ranzahai.
And temperatures are back to above seasonal for tomorrow, so we'll wake up to around 0 degrees here in Toronto. Wind chill -3. Slight risk it could be a little icy out through parts of Durham and York with some freezing drizzle.
Anywhere that's zero, really.
Otherwise, it's partly cloudy. Lighter winds, 10 degrees will be the high, and then Thursday up to 7.
I thought that's what we agreed on.
Gusts are back.
Once
up
that
to
shit
70
turns solid,
per hour, and
that's
could see
nothing.
some light rain
Zero.
in there as well.
That's where we
But
start.
after that, we are in for a sunny stretch. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all 3 days.
Colder than that is
4
so
degrees
bad we
Friday,
use
10
negative
on
numbers.
Saturday, 13 on Sunday, and I'm being conservative with those numbers. We could even be milder this weekend. Tonight down to low 0 degrees. It's currently 1 degree up
That's all the
Pearson.
trees can die.
This extended forecast is brought to you by Bellier Brothers. Bellier Brothers, experts in heating and cooling older Toronto homes since 1908. To have your furnace or combination
There's
boiler
like
service,
speed
call
limit signs and curve in the road signs and shit all over this place. Just miss it. Wow. There's so much shit going on out here.
Ciao, I'm Dominic Primucci, and I'm excited to share
It's
we now offer
interesting.
plant-based pepperoni. We call it
It's kind of like what happened to Detroit. Well, these people are still here.
plant-based creations. Make it
All the
all
infrastructure
vegan with
just
our
falling
dairy-free
apart.
cheese and taste the plant-based difference.
When you need to know. Breaking news. Premier Doug Ford says that includes a stay-at-home order effective 12:01 a.m. Thursday. Traffic. You only have the left lane getting by this crash. It's involving at least a couple tractor trailers.
Why would you sample that? Sample the swimming pools
You see some freezing rain in addition to a bit of a mix across the GTA.
couches and
When
shit.
you need to know.
We're here.
This is 680 News.
Some call center confusion for seniors trying to book vaccination appointments through the provincial system. A caller told
No, if your
user
truck
said
is
she
big
was
enough,
on
when
hold
you
for
hear
3
this like
hours
some
today
stupid
trying to
shit about
book an
people
appointment for her
painful,
mother
I'm
who
sure that
turns 80
10 minutes
in
later,
June,
like, oh,
despite
now
the
it's all
Premier and health
debris
minister
everywhere.
assuring people that if you turn 80 this year, you qualify for the shot in this current phase. The woman was told her mother does not qualify. We reached out to the Ministry of Health and we're told individuals who will be turning 80 or older this year and wish to make an appointment should use the online booking system. A spokesperson tells Sioux City News the Ministry of Health is also working with the Ministry of Government and Consumer Services and call center partners to ensure eligibility criteria for individuals looking to book any appointments are clearly understood and communicated. Business is next.
During the Only Adventure sales event, find exceptional limited-time offers on Land Rover vehicles, including the legendary Defender, the dynamic Range Rover Sport, or the versatile Discovery Sport. Each one offers unrivaled performance on-road.
I want a brick with four-wheel drive, please.
Rates as low as 0%, or savings up to $5,000 on select 2020 vehicles. Book your safe, contactless appointment today at your local Land Rover authorized retailer.
You people try to touch me, I'm going to hit you. I won't even think about it. It'll be a reflex.
Above and beyond.
License 10349.
People don't usually sing about their mortgage, but at Northwood Mortgage they do. They sing about lower rates. They sing about greater cap.
You know, it's a bit of a thankless task, but still you have to start somewhere. I've seen that commercial, and he's sort of like barreling down a street, and he's in a hurry, and he goes, well, I have to get back to work, sort of thing. And I looked at that, and I thought, okay, got it. I'm not impressed. But then I turned to my husband and I said, well, what do you think? And he said, I like it. So, you know, there you go. So I think that, listen, these tasks are never easy. And I would hope that he's working with a really good communications and marketing team that says, okay, we're going to start with this, and then we're going to go on to our next narrative and our next narrative and our next narrative. Some of those narratives are going to land and some of them are not. I think the key is that to keep it up, you don't have the luxury, as Rockland says, to do a press conference at the drop of a hat, but you do have the luxury of buying airtime. And if you can use that to the best of your capabilities, and you will experiment with some narratives, some of them will land, some of them won't, but if one does, then you're golden. I think that they just have to keep the pace up, and I think that they have to keep chipping away at it, and not be afraid to be bold in some of these cases.
Yeah, I don't know what that means exactly, but we'll wait and see, because I wanted to move on. Hey, Rocco, I know you had a stint where you were running for mayor. I think it was back in 2010, if memory serves. You know, when Toronto City Council was bloated and had 47 councillors, we know Doug Ford, when he came in 2018, decided to clip their wings and bring it down to 25. The complaint at the time was, well, the municipal election, the writ had been dropped and people were already running, and all of a sudden they got to face off against friends, you know, their incumbents that they were buddy-buddy with in city council. And so this thing has made its way up through the court levels, and it's now before the Supreme Court. They started hearing it. The Supremes did today, the city's appeal of this decision to cut councillors from 47 down to 25. Is it something that, boy, I guess on the face of it, you would say, is the city better off or worse off for only having 25 councillors? Does anybody notice?
In my DNA from millions of years ago, it almost
principle that the city should still be prosecuting here at the Supreme Court level, or should they just have made their peace with it and move on?
Well, I would be in the latter camp. One of the areas where, at the end of the day, from a constitutional standpoint, cities are the creature of the province. So I don't see how they win. But I'm not a lawyer. We'll see how that plays out. Where I have some sympathy for the argument is not so much having more counselors. It is around having more counselor resources, because municipal government, unlike provincial or even federal, is really day-to-day with lots of detailed stuff around potholes, around garbage, around...
They doubled their budgets, Rocco. They doubled their budgets.
Right.
Okay,
No. And so that part...
I should be allowed to make a fence as tall as my head.
I don't think having more counselors is the answer to deal with the fact that there is more
I can literally make a fence
on a day-to-day. It's around staff and it's around the budgeting. Because quite frankly, I think from the mayor's standpoint, I think from the standpoint of going through the debates, not having to have 40 plus people speak on every single issue has allowed us to move more quickly, which quite frankly has been helpful through the crisis. So net, I think we're far better off with the lower number than we were with the higher number. And I don't think that money should be wasted on a legal challenge at this stage.
All right, and so in a word or two, Alyssa, because I'm tight on time here, are these councilors or guests the city deciding to, continue to prosecute the case? Are they being petulant, or do you think they should just let it rest?
Let it rest already. I mean, when you brought this up, I thought, have I really noticed anything different? No. I think that they should just get back to business and forget about this case. I mean, let's just try to prove a point.
All right, we're done. No more business today. Thank you both. Alyssa Freeman, the art pop culture expert, Rocco Rossi, President, CEO of the Ontario Chamber of Commerce. We'll do it again next week. Thank you for weighing in. Thank you to one and all. And, of course, to my cast and crew, Dave Spargala on the board, Michael Downey at home. First and foremost to you. Tomorrow after 3, we'll reconvene. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay away, and have a good night.
Well, the rules changed for the vaccine rollout in Ontario pharmacies. The new direction from Ottawa for AstraZeneca, and the questions yet to be answered.
New questions tonight, not just about who's getting vaccinated, as the debate between experts rages as to whether or not we are in a third wave. We'll look at the data.
And Armstrong is convicted of the horrific killings of 2 Oshawa teenagers, why a judge could only found him guilty of first-degree murder in one of them.
This is Global Toronto. Hold on. Global News at 6 starts right now.
Mixed emotion tonight after Ottawa approved the AstraZeneca vaccine for Canadians aged 65 and older.
And that certainly is new hope that those doses will find their way into more arms faster. But tonight, frustration from Ontario Premier Doug Ford.
Archana Maharaj has the latest from a Shoppers Drug Mart. I feel like you've been in front of Shoppers many times in the past week. Shalima, what's the latest?
Yeah, I've definitely seen my fair share of pharmacies over the last week, and I have to say,
you're
the
a
launch
community
of the
super
pharmacy
spreader.
admissions pilot, one group that I keep hearing from are people between the ages of 65 and 79, wondering just where they fit in.
If I could get it today, I would, but I'm 66.
How did you fuck that up? But now he's refusing to work any longer.
I actually called at 1 o'clock in the morning to our regular Shoppers Drug Mart, asking them, could I book on a wait list with the idea that it was coming down today? But my wife is having hers tomorrow because she's younger than I am.
Canada's National Advisory Committee on Immunization.
Approaching Mississauga Road as per a stalled vehicle, so delays from Winston Churchill.